I have always wanted to be a journalist ever since I was a child. I wanted to hold those in power accountable and expose their lies. The watchdogs of democracy, often referred to as the guardians of freedom, but my profession is not that heroic. At least not in the Netherlands, where there is a functioning democracy and a rule of law. Here, press freedom is so taken for granted that you hardly question why it is so important. That's why I want to go to countries where journalists make a difference. These are countries where power does not allow itself to be checked. There, journalists are a crowbar against dictatorship and injustice. Where they fight for the truth and justice, their efforts are highly valued and appreciated. In those countries, they sometimes face great danger, as they are often on their own and significant. Like in Uganda, where no one helps you if the truth displeases those in power.
The pictures you're about to see are disturbing. However, it is the reality in Uganda today. When will this ever end?
It is summer in Amsterdam. For a few days now, images have been running through my mind. They were made by a camera journalist from Uganda. His name is Ntege Williams, and his film is a cry for help. The images show a country I did not know. They are images of extreme police violence against citizens. I also see journalists being beaten up, especially Ntege Williams himself. He seems desperate. For the third time, the police have deliberately broken his camera to silence him.
The problem, I'm here at the police headquarters to fight for my right. I'm a journalist by profession, and I survive on my profession.
I see his lonely and silent resistance. It moves me, and I get in touch with him. Since his camera was broken, he has no source of income anymore. His protest has made him a target. He is being threatened, and his wife and children no longer dare to live at home. The journalist is on the trail of a very big story, he says, but he has no camera to capture it. I had to think about it for a long time, but I want to bring him a camera. That means I, as a journalist, will intervene in reality. And I also know that this is against the professional code, but I'm doing it anyway. It is, in fact, the ideal way to investigate how a brave journalist like Ntege survives in a country like Uganda. Uganda has been governed by President Museveni since 1986. He may have been democratically elected, but according to critical journalists like Ntege, power has gone a bit to his head. He uses the police to eliminate opponents and allows his political friends to plunder the country. Day one in the capital, Kampala. I still have to get used to the hustle and the poverty I see. Also in the neighborhood where Ntege lives. For weeks he has been home alone because his wife Deborah and his children have fled the house. They are terrified because home is no longer safe.
Hello, Ntege.
Ntege?
Hi.
Hi.
Fidan, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Wow.
Happy?
Thank you.
I was thinking, is it wise to give you this because probably you broke 3 cameras.
Yes,
probably
yes,
will
yes.
break this one too.
Who told you about that?
I know everything. I know everything.
So you're welcome. This is my home. Wow. This is nice.
Yeah?
Thank you so much.
I'm glad you like it.
Yes, yes, it's nice. It's
But
modern.
aren't you afraid that they will break it again? How do you come home and you have to explain, Deborah, it happened again?
Well, I came.
With guilty feelings or maybe a little bit scared for how she will react?
Well, she knows the situation around. Well, this is our bedroom,
Yeah?
and we share the bed with the children.
Okay.
You see, the bed is big.
5 children. Oh, you get no sleep, huh?
I like to be with my family,
Yeah.
and they are missing
Well, how
me. I'm
long
missing them.
is she gone?
Since March.
Ooh.
That's
a
when she
long
gave
time.
birth.
It's a long time.
Yeah, since March up to this time.
Did you any moment at all consider stopping what you're doing?
I know that people are expecting to hear from me. People are waiting to hear from me as a journalist because I'm the eye and I'm the mouth to the underprivileged or to people who don't know, but they are supposed to know. Mm-hmm. So that is a passion in me. Some few months back, like 2 months, I received threatening documents that threatened to kill me and my family. So this is the letter they wrote on 19th of March 2015. They were saying, you, Ntege, you're not complying with this government. Enough is enough. You indicated to us that you don't fear to die, but what we are going to do is we are going to cut your woman's womb in your presence.
They know she's pregnant.
Yes, they knew because they told me they had already.
They already were.
Know all my movements.
Yeah. This is terrible.
Now we are warning you, a serious warning that anytime we are coming for you. We who wish you death, bye-bye.
Ntege's story hits me hard. This is so terrible. I would never want to pay that price for my profession. Is Ntege an exception? Or are journalists in Uganda fair game? I pose that question to the only organization that cares about the safety of journalists. Apparently, they have also had to secure themselves.
How many cases do you get in a year from threatened, assaulted, harassed journalists?
We receive about 100 to 150 cases per year. And these range from physical assault, harassment, and trumped-up charges against journalists.
What does it mean for them?
This has somehow led to self-censorship among the journalists. Some of them have actually abandoned the profession because of the threats. Some have even been jailed. Some of them at some point are courageous, but as the threats continue, they pull out. Not like Ntege, who is threatened several times, but he never gives up.
If your husband is in so much danger, then I understand that as a woman you would want to go into hiding. I really want to get to know a text woman named Deborah. For that, we need to go to the other side of Kampala, on the motorcycle taxi, the Bora Bora.
Normally you come here with Boda Boda or?
Yeah, from the roadside, where we branched off, I come using a Boda Boda up to here.
I'm Deborah.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You are too cute. When did you see them for the last time?
2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like 3 weeks ago.
Ooh. Oh, that's difficult. I saw my baby for now 1 day ago for the last time, and I miss him already. Yeah, it's really hard. 3 weeks, that's a lot. Don't you want to go home?
I want to go home.
Why?
But now he has a camera, and that enables him to start working as a journalist again.
Wow, thank you so much. You bought for him a camera?
Yeah, well.
Thank you so much.
I thought maybe you wouldn't be that happy about it because it means he will start filming risky events. And maybe all the trouble will start again.
I just pray to God that it doesn't happen again, by the way. Because it is sometimes you feel like, oh, he's going out, so I have to pray for him.
Yeah.
He's going out every day, I have to pray for him, for his protection. But the problem is, not even the problem, that is where his passion is.
Yeah.
Even if you tell him we can't do this, we have passion for journalism.
You accepted that he won't change his mind about that.
I don't think he can change,
No.
for sure. for what he has gone through. He loves it.
Your children, your eldest, how do they think about Ntege's job, the danger?
They're like, Dad, you'll be killed one day.
Deborah's policy message has a dark edge. Without a camera, the family essentially has no income. Ntege can get back to work, and he can't wait. Finally, after much anticipation, he can begin the process of filming his truly sensational story. For that, we drive 300 kilometers to the west, towards Fort Portal in the Kingdom of Toro. It's actually just a province, but with a king and a queen. There are more of them in Uganda, but since decolonization, their power has been stripped away, until the government in recent years started returning the old land to the kingdoms. And what is happening here in Toro is that the kingdom is renting out that land to large tea plantations. Their only obstacle is that this land has been inhabited by poor villagers for generations.
The people around this area have land wrangle problems. So as a journalist, those are some of the stories I would like to cover and to know what the people's problems are. Then we air them out.
Yeah.
Maybe decision makers can come to the rescue of the people. Yeah.
So you're trying to help them?
Yes.
nja kutwara omugisa gunu kubanza kusiima ekanisa eyekirize kukwataniza naitwe hakintu kitake lya mubali yenjo bakubinga kisaka nyokancha nimba.
In this village, we meet Gerald Kancha. He is an activist trying to help the poor people in this area. Gerald has put Ntege on the trail of this story. It began here in 2014, when several villagers were evicted from their homes and land without any compensation, by a tea plantation that is continuously expanding. And now new evictions have been announced again.
I just wanted to show you how big the plantation is. You see just down that valley.
Yes.
Where you see down that valley.
Yes.
And it moves up to that swamp. Those trees you see are for the plantation.
Okay.
For the tea plantation?
Yes, because they use it for firewood, so it's part of the tea plantation project.
Has there been more reporters like Ntege who came here before, report about the evictions?
You know, you're talking about powerful individuals, big companies that have a lot of resources and get a lot of support from government, power. And trying to talk about them, you must be probably established or very courageous or sure of your security. So I have a strong belief Ntege is the first journalist to come here and report on this.
The first journalist?
Yes, he's the first journalist to report.
So, Gerard, I want to do some interview with you.
All right.
Yeah. And I'm going to give you some equipment here to put on. So, Gerard, you're going to briefly tell me about this school. And has government come out to give you clear plans of these pupils in case this school is demolished for tea plantation?
Unfortunately, government sides with the tea company because people are being evicted from this piece of land with the aid of the police without any court document. So on the face of it, government isn't supporting the community, government isn't supporting the school. It's actually silently supporting the tea company to continue evicting, and the last thing will be the school getting off.
When is the demolishing starting, according to government?
Government is, like I told you, government is a silent actor. It's the tea company that communicates. Now, the tea company, considering past evictions, does not tell when they are coming to evict. Actually, what they do is they ambush you. They surprise you. A case in point is they'll come find some family at night, say around 10 in the evening, get you, tie you up, handcuff you, your children, your grandmother, everyone in the house. Put you outside, demolish, and the next day you'll be nowhere.
Kampuni yakatubona bonesa yaratura tuzera tuha mwitaka neryaho hati norebe kituro kibanye kiri hano cyashwe nkuruza kiri hano cyamukaka kiri hano tinyene butora tinyina bukuza hati nyowe ntore nka
take us to the prison. We go there, we quarrel, they beat us, so we are actually suffering. Yeah.
N'abantu banje nabazalira mu nabwishukuru n'ubwana n'abasigazi n'abahara naheze kubazara basi bareba nakuzi mu mugwi mitaka ryo
ibintu byari birimo byose bigashishikara none nk'abantu mpangishije none ndi kwenda kubabwira icyo ndi kugamba kandi mwahageze mwahabonye
tukakomamu abantu abamubali hano na mbere tuli abakutalibanizibwa nyina omukama Queen Mother Best Kemigisi obwakutera oruhikiro kino gawe okaletera we kiro kindi nabakujoge nakuzora mu akasozi kyonko obwakutera kiro kino kasiba nombazi ense giyona kiro kido bwara nakutera ija kuija natina nobo yombekira amani agawe amani ganu mwijage yombekera kuraba mukwebaliza nukwe ebigambe bitungibwe turuko muyikirize mbayikirize mutandike no hata kutina kutandika kubanza
yo ninye muntu uri kwahaza bwaha ndikurara ndikureba higuriye ibintu byita kwaza kondeka nimba
All those stories, they are all so sad. I empathize with the helplessness of these people. And they all draw hope from a streetwise journalist who is also an outlaw. How neutral must you remain when the injustice is so great?
What do you need to finish your story about these evictions?
If I have time, I can also approach the kingdom to hear their view. I'll have to reach the kingdom spokesperson.
You can't directly talk to the Queen Mother?
Even if I insist that no, I would like to talk to the Queen Mother or the king himself, they will not allow.
But what do you think about me trying to reach Queen Mother? You think
maybe.
You think that would work?
Maybe by the virtue of your color, you might
being
access.
A journalist, yeah. Can we try together?
Yeah, we can.
I wasn't planning on it, but for the second time, I'm intervening in Ntege's reality. More and more, I'm starting to play a role in his story myself. And it feels like the right choice.
Excuse me, where am I? We are in Fort Portal now and we're coming to Kampala on Wednesday.
For Ntege, the royal house is off limits, but for a Western journalist, it's just one phone call away.
Yeah. I'll see you Wednesday, 4 o'clock. See you Wednesday, bye.
En zo bedenken we een list. Een paard van Troje.
I think I'll get a camera bag. I carry my camera in the bag, assisting you with all your gadgets. Then, in the middle of interview, maybe when you're done, I also request for an interview politely.
Okay.
And I know they may not hesitate.
But there are more suspicious parties in the game.
Good morning, Paulina Mae. Yeah, this is Ntege Williams, your friend, a journalist.
Ntege manages to extract the phone number of the boss of the Kijura Tea Company. That is the Indian company accused of illegally evicting the villagers. The boss is named Ashok and he is not keen on journalists. Eventually, Ntege manages to arrange a meeting, but without an interview.
No, I will not give any interview, my dear. We will not give any interview. We are not in that practice.
The techie suggests that we give him a hidden microphone and film from a distance. But I sense some hesitation in him. In this country, I think you'd rather not anger powerful people.
I'm in the parking. I think I've seen you. So how about these people complaining?
Which complaint?
These tenants at Kijura TIF. I was there yesterday with my filming crew.
We don't have any tenant.
So they gave us their version that Kijura Tea Company, these guys are sending us away, and the government is
doing anything like that. We don't have any tenant also.
So you are not evicting anyone?
No, not at all.
Because they showed us the tea plantation is surrounding that local area. It's 1 square mile.
No.
It has a school, it has a church.
No, we don't have. That is not my land. Some other company, not Kijura Tea Company.
Okay.
We are not company.
And?
It's funny.
But what did he say?
He's telling me. He's denying everything.
The villagers really told us that the Kijura Tea Company is the culprit. But the manager of that company apparently denies everything. That puts us on the wrong track, especially because the village chief received the eviction notice by letter. And that letter indeed comes from another company. Very confusing. We asked Gerald to come by because he should know how it is.
I think this letter, it reads Kahuna Tea Estate. So where we were yesterday, where I saw a school which is about to be demolished and the church, is it the Toro Kahuna Tea Estate that is surrounding that place?
Yeah. You know what happened is Toro Kahuna Tea Estate is Kijura Tea Estate. You know, this is the old name that was being used, the old brand name. Now it's Kijura Tea Estate.
Oh.
Yeah.
The letter officially announcing the eviction is formally signed by a man named Abel Nisabimana in the official document.
So this is not your letter, because it's signed by Abel S. Nisabimana.
No, whoever gave you the letter.
The letter having your signature.
What is the whole problem anyway?
But are there people likely to be evicted any soon, any time?
I don't know what you're talking about. The company has not evicted anybody.
The company has not evicted anybody.
Not in the program of evicting anybody. Yeah.
So that means the police is also giving wrong information to me. Because even the police referred me to Mr. Ashok. When I talked to Ashok, Ashok told me you should consult Aben Sabimana. So you're all giving different versions. Mr. Nsabiman. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, good. Wow. I'm jealous. You have a great story here.
But here in Fort Portal, the taggy doesn't go any further. He wants to go to Kampala to sell his story to a TV broadcaster. After all, he is a freelancer. In other words, he is completely on his own.
Aren't you afraid that you will get in trouble? The tea company will send some guys to beat you up or anything. Aren't you afraid?
For me personally, I know I can have ways of escaping, ways of hiding, ways of several ways of escaping from the intimidation. But the only worry I have always is for my family.
Have a good journey.
Thank you.
I'll see you in Kampala, okay?
Thank you.
Take care of yourself.
Thank you.
See you soon.
I'm worried about the taggy. What kind of enemy is he making with this report? To find that out, I need to stay in Fort Portho a little longer. And that's why I'm going to Gerald at his radio studio. He has come up with something that makes him less vulnerable as an individual. Gerald has united with a group of 5,000 followers to form the Twerwenio Listeners Club. They have their own radio show and receive international support. If someone bothers them, they can defend themselves as a group.
And Ntege is an individual.
He becomes more vulnerable. And just imagine a situation occurring, a security threat occurring, covering a story about a very powerful tea company evicting people. Anything can happen.
What can happen?
Physical attacks, arrests, even physical killing. You can also be charged of funny charges that never occurred. And, you know, if you're framed up, it's as good as being attacked physically because you're incarcerated.
You experienced that, huh?
Yeah, I did.
Being attacked.
I was attacked broad daylight after broadcasting radio programs about evictions, and I was attacked in the middle of the town.
But even in an organization, you are not completely safe in the workplace. Just a few months ago, Gerald stepped out of his radio studio when he was unexpectedly ambushed by 12 local Boda Boda riders who beat him, and brutally unconscious. The police were not interested in the instigator of all that violence. But I do want to investigate that, because of the danger that Ntege might now also be facing.
After the second small hump, you'll move slowly. So, those are the guys there, just under the other tree. Those ones there.
They do look quite aggressive.
Well, what would happen if I get out?
I cannot guarantee anything, but most likely they could be confrontational, they could be abusive.
They could be abusive?
Yeah. Most likely by this time they're high on drugs. Risks are high that they are now high on drugs because they use drugs.
Oh, that's different. Because then they could be aggressive and attacking me.
Yeah.
It's broad daylight. Does it mean something? No, because they beat you up.
They attacked me broad daylight.
Yeah. Let me think. Hello, Murimuta. Can I ask you something? Do you know TLC Radio, Twerwenio Listeners Club?
We don't want that one.
But you know it, right?
We know it, but we don't want it.
Oh, you don't like it? Can I see your face, please?
I can't see you.
Okay, you don't have to look at me, but...
I can't see you. What do you want to me?
This is my question.
I will kick you, madam.
You won't kick a woman, right?
Yeah, I can. First give us money. We want money. Yes, first give me at least 5,000.
But you gave me an answer first. Who paid you to beat up my colleague in January? My colleague at TLC Radio, Twerwenio Listeners Club. Who gave you money to beat him up? Okay, who knows then? They beat up my colleague in January. You know about that? You know about that?
It's so easy to hire someone here who wants to beat up a journalist. Many people are so poor that they will do anything for money. The tragic thing is that the Twerwenio Listeners Club was actually established to help these kinds of people.
Good evening, our dear listeners. I welcome you to this wonderful program from TLC. In the studios of 105.6, I have the coordinator, Akanja Gerard. He's already in the studios.
Kuocha radio no nyinumkam kwambia mataka no nyinumkam
kuita abantu okura omuntu batira omuntu bali kumwita Noha nyina omukama obwokuba nohurra amajana gatamuteka ebintu gakukora abantu hano kijura mubali.
Jubilee Radio, hello.
Hello.
Hoteli ambaragane kanuru.
Hata kwa vitu vione ndio kukora.
Okay.
Hati leo ni ndore tukiona tukaleta gavumenti ngaro kabisho kama tuvinye tukiyamba tukiona ngira kusalganiza abantu tukiona ngira kina gavumenti ndio abantu kututoera mizwe.
Okay.
Mikola bazikanura.
The Queen of Toro is an angry queen and she seems capable of anything. I didn't realize that when I came up with the plan with Ntege to expose her. This is not the Netherlands. I suddenly feel very naive and irresponsible.
What is your problem?
My problem is that once we have done that interview, we will leave. He comes in with us, our Trojan horse action, which is a strategic move designed to infiltrate and gain an advantage, probably makes her angry by starting very critically about the little land pick, a small but significant piece of territory. However, this bold approach will likely get him into trouble as well, as it tends to provoke strong reactions and unforeseen consequences.
But if we do it like this, wouldn't you get in trouble?
No. If she
knows that you're coming,
if she accepts to talk to me,
yeah,
that is not trouble anymore. Yes.
So you're okay with this?
Yeah, it is. It's okay.
But then our Victor Archie receives a phone call.
Okay, give me like 2 minutes. Let me talk to Fidan, then I call you back.
The Queen Mother of Toro informs us that she does not have time to receive us. She cancels.
Now, who had fixed the appointment? You.
Uh-huh.
Who did? Yeah.
We spoke to them before.
Do you think they have a feeling about that we are not?
That's the impression I get, that probably the subject matter could have leaked.
I write her a personal email and then hear that she will ask the Prime Minister of her kingdom to speak to us. That's unfortunate, but it's better than nothing. The techie managed to get the second largest TV Mawa station in Uganda interested in his story.
We shall show the tea estates. Not tea estates, eh? Yes, these green ones.
He can start editing already. In the meantime, I can talk to the editor-in-chief, and he says things that I have never heard from an editor-in-chief before.
When a reporter comes up with a controversial story that might cause trouble, what do you do?
We do two things, either of the two things. Either we tone it down, meaning that we may choose to air part of it and not the whole of it, or if we can't do that, we drop it. We leave it.
And a part of it means censored. The censored version will be.
Yes, we don't tell the whole story.
Do you feel guilty about that?
Yeah, from the professional point of view, yes, there is a lot of guilt. There is a lot where you feel the public hasn't got to know the truth or the real truth.
I am shocked by this. Ntege is sitting next to me editing. But whether his story will actually be broadcast is still not certain at all.
It does happen where you have a story in-house. That story is likely to reveal certain things that maybe are likely to cause embarrassment to either some official or someone important. And then you get this phone call, and the phone call will tell you, please don't. Obviously, it will not be on paper, so you cannot repeat it in a court of law. You cannot use it to protect yourself, but you just have to make a judgment and say, should I go against this advice or should I not? And you just have to make a decision which is in the best interest of your surviving next day.
Surviving next day, you mean physically or for your media house?
Both as an individual and a media house, because you can never tell what can come. I'm a journalist by profession, and I survive on my profession.
Too cute.
There is also a reason to be happy. Ntege's wife, Deborah, has returned home with the children.
Nice to see you here.
Nice to see you too.
Nice to see you back home.
It makes life a lot more pleasant, but that doesn't mean the worries are over.
Ntege is a lot with us during the day. Is that difficult to be alone with the children? Can you manage?
I try, because it's not easy. And sometimes when people are not around, because most of the people here work, so I have to lock myself inside the house. Why? With the kids. Because I feel I'm not safe.
Ah, really?
Yeah.
So you said that you lock yourself inside when you're alone because you're afraid.
Yeah.
I was wondering, how far can Ntege go before you say, okay, now it's enough?
As in...
You know, it's enough. Quit this profession or I'm leaving. How far can he go?
Oh, I told him to leave the profession, but for him, that's the passion he has for that profession. I told him even yesterday, but why don't you quit journalism? He said, me, I'm a journalist. I want even to upgrade.
It's unnegotiable with Ntege.
With this profession, you can't negotiate. Yeah, at least to go to some other country so that at least I can be safe there with my kids. And
but he doesn't want to go to
other countries.
Other countries?
Yeah, I told him I'll leave him.
Really? Mm-hmm. You would leave him?
What about my kids?
He thinks he can protect you.
But he has no protection anymore. He has no protection. It's only God.
Ntege, are you ready?
Yeah, we can proceed.
Only at the end of my visit to Uganda do we get the chance to complete Ntege's story. In a hotel in the city, we have an appointment for an interview with the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Toro. Finally, we can deploy our Trojan horse. I placate the man for 15 minutes with meaningless questions about the economic plans he has for the kingdom. And then I am supposedly done. And it's Ntege's turn.
Well, I think we have enough, unless you want to ask something.
Yeah.
I heard you.
Maybe Honorable Prime Minister, I'm introducing myself once again. I'm Ntege Williams, a local journalist, but actually helping these people moving around, to move around. When we reached Kahuna village, that is surrounded by the Kijura tea plantation, many people came to us, running to us. Please, you can help us air out our voices. We are being evicted. So the police said, Toro Kingdom must be knowing the whole truth about the tea estates and the tenants, and they are responsible for those people who are crying.
And did you talk to Ashok? The one who called Ashok?
Yes.
Is he a Ugandan?
He's an Indian.
Those are the people who leased the land and the estate from the kingdom. And that one now, it doesn't call back to us because the property now does not belong to the kingdom.
Yes, you leased it.
We leased it, so we don't have anything to do with the evictions.
So don't you have a mechanism of protecting your subjects because those people now belong to Toro Kingdom?
Nobody has contacted our office, in particular my office as the Prime Minister, that here we are, people are chasing us. So, sincerely, as far as I know, nobody has come from Kingdom to go and evict anybody. So whoever is doing it on his own, not from the kingdom.
Not from the kingdom.
That's our stand. It's okay?
Any questions?
I'm done. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
I just wanted the right side above here. Everyone is denying. The police is denying the eviction, the investor is denying the eviction, and the kingdom is denying the eviction.
Journalism in Uganda is almost impossible. Work. No matter how brave you are, as a journalist, you are unprotected and completely alone. That cannot just happen. The tagging story was never broadcasted. And I never exactly found out why not. But his investigation did lead to the evictions in the villages of the Kingdom of Toro being postponed. Ntege was threatened several more times after my visit. His journalistic work does not pay enough to feed his family. Fortunately, he also does other things.